What is going on, you guys? It is I, Dollar Cost Crypto, here with a very special guest, man. This is the founder of the Junkies podcast. He's also the founder of the Sticky Paw Studio, which we're in right now, man. John Orlando, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
What's going on, dude?
I like this. I'm in.
Welcome to the disaster. You're about, I don't know if you know what you signed up for, man.
Right? Yeah. You call, you say, are you in? I'm in. I'm in.
We got the chat saying you'll sell your kidneys for crypto. But, dude, welcome, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude. So, I don't know. Would you tell the audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, man. I'm old. I'm very old. I'm going to be 53 this Friday.
No way.
That's upsetting. I feel like I'm just knocking on the 60 door, you know? 53 really fucks with you.
Dude, like, I'm okay. I cannot relate to 53
You're not even 30, are you?
I'm 32.
You're 32.
But,
right.
like, I also feel like I'm knocking on 40's door.
But that's nothing. I'd kill to go back to 40. Oh, brutal.
Okay, can I ask you something? So what happened? So, okay. So what happens when you make the change? No, no. But like, what happens as you like every like what happens in every decade, right? Because we both experienced 20.
Yeah.
What happens in your 30s?
30s was, I think, from 35 to 45. I feel like was the prime.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
With everything, with women, with life, with earnings, with just everything, wisdom. Just 35 to 45. I feel like you've arrived, and now 45 to 53, I feel like I'm on the back nine on the golf course.
Do you feel like you're just maintaining, or do you feel like it's actually slipping a little bit?
No, I actually feel better than ever lately. This past year, you know, I had Dana White on my podcast. So quick background on me.
Yeah.
I grew up in showbiz. My dad is a very famous singer. Tony Orlando was famous in the 70s.
Sheesh.
He had a TV show, sold millions of records, had a TV show for almost 4 years on CBS. So I kind of followed in his footsteps. I did stand-up comedy for 10 years, from 1993 till 2002. And I used to open for people like, well, obviously I started for my dad, and then I used to open for guys like Tom Jones, Paul Anka, The Four Tops, The Temptations, Shania Twain, Faith Hill, etc. Did that for 10 years. Then I owned a PR firm for 10 years after September 11th. Right. It was kind of hard to travel around and do stand-up, whatever, and I was kind of getting burned out. It's really fun to work in Vegas, but how many times can you go to like Minot, North Dakota to tell jokes, you know? Or Council Bluffs, Iowa? It gets old. You know, no offense if you live in Council Bluffs. I did
any 9/11 jokes.
No, I didn't tell. No, I stayed away from that. And it's funny that you say that's why I actually transitioned from stand up to the PR firm, because after that, no one felt like laughing, and they cut like comedy off the cards, like at least the opening act for I didn't do much club stuff. I was just like opening act. For those people, and made really good money doing it. And then I owned a PR firm for 10 years. And then I was in the tech space, like a mobile app company, for 5 years. Wasn't really my thing. And then I started the Action Junkies podcast 7 years ago. And now we're, as you know, building out the Junkies brand. So there's Gridiron Junkies, Bazaar Junkies, Fitness Junkies, and a bunch of junkies. So that's my quick background. And back to your question of what did you ask? How do I feel it? Are you maintaining? So so I'm in the best shape. So last year I had Dana White, the president of the UFC, on my podcast in end of October, maybe. Right.
That was a big stream, dude.
Yeah, that was big. That one did really good. I mean, that one did probably 20 times what we normally do. I didn't want to talk to Dana about, Dana is one of these guys, because there's fights every week. He's in a press conference on Thursday talking about a fight. He's on a press conference after the fight on Saturday. Then he's on a press conference Monday talking about the next Saturday, and then weigh-ins and all this shit. So he's constantly getting fight type questions. Right. So I didn't want to do that with him. I wanted to talk about the other things. I know he collects Jordans. I know he's a big gambler, and so am I. I'm a degenerate gambler. So we'll talk about that. So I watched him. I go to every fight out here, and so I watched him literally slim down last year right in front of my eyes over the course of a summer. And so my first question, I said, dude, you're in crazy shape. Like, what's going on? What are you doing? And he told me that he met this guy, Gary Brecka, who's this human biologist. And Gary analyzes your blood work and your DNA results and 5 years of medical records, and he can actually tell you plus or minus how long you have to live, because and a lot of people hate on him and say, only God knows how long you have, whatever. Like, you could get hit by a truck. Like, obviously you could get hit by a truck, but he's talking about just based on your blood work from your diet, from what you're eating. He told Dana, you've got 10.4 years to live if you don't change your ways. So that was like Dana's wake-up call. He got on the keto diet, a bunch of supplements under Gary. Gary's not a doctor, he's a human biologist, but he works with a team of doctors. Grant Cardone bought Gary's company, and now it's called 10X Health.
I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
But I was wondering why I was like, isn't that Grant Cardone's thing?
Yeah. So Grant, if you looked at Grant videos today compared to 3 years ago, it's night and day, or even 2 years ago. Grant's in the best shape of his life. He's like 64, I think.
Wow.
Dana's my age. I think Dana's 53. I'll be 53. And so I got on keto also and got working with this guy, Gary Brecka. And man, I lost 35 pounds. I was 205. I can't even watch the clips from the Dana White episode. I have this fat chipmunk face that just makes me sick. And I was
how
like,
I'm feeling right now, honestly. If I'm being honest,
dude, it'll come off you fast. I mean, it came off me. I was the first 2 weeks on keto sucked. We had dinner, me and you. I want to say 3 or 4 weeks into the diet.
Yes.
Back in December, January.
Yeah, of last year and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you were pouring fucking orange liquid into your water.
Right. Yeah. Which that stuff will probably give you cancer, but at least it's sugar-free, calorie-free.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost this morning. I weighed myself 175, so that's 30 pounds.
Damn, dude. You could tell, man. You lost a ton of weight and stuff. Like,
feel great.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. And then in terms of that, like, I mean, like. What? So, all right, because people say that. I've heard people actually, because I've been doing some research on them and stuff. So I've seen people say, yeah, that's bullshit, bro. You only God can tell and all this other crap, right?
Yeah.
But insurance companies have ways to calculate your age, how long you live on average.
100%. I mean, if the CEO of Ford wants a $30 million life insurance policy, do you think State Farm is just rolling the dice? How long is this guy going to live? They bring in people like Gary. Gary did this for almost 20 years.
Yep.
So obviously to do that for almost 20 years, you got to be good at it. And based on your blood and your DNA, listen, when they did the DNA test on me and I got those results back, Gary's fiance, Sage, she went through my DNA results with me. You can see the episode on Action Junkies with her. She literally nailed my exact personality type just off my DNA, and I'd never even met Sage before. And she's like, you kind of have a quick temper sometimes? I was like, yep. I mean, like, she literally knew all these things about me or my dad, or my mom, and was spot on. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, your blood doesn't lie. Your DNA doesn't lie. And, I used to snore. I don't snore anymore because I lost the weight. Right. I used to have terrible heartburn, acid reflux. Wake up in the middle of the night, you feel like you just threw up in your mouth, it burning your throat, gasping for air. Awful almost every night. Even taking like Prilosec or Pepcid or one of those antacids.
Yeah.
Couldn't even cut it. Couldn't even help.
That's crazy. Because it was like I'll tell you this. I got this as soon as I moved to Vegas. I didn't have this in California, but this happened to me maybe in February this year. For the first time in my life, I started getting acid reflux. Oh. Very, very light. Like I'm like, I only get it never in the nighttime when it's not like waking up or anything like that. But I've just noticed that, like, I've noticed people all my life, like, I've known tons of people like, they're waking up with like stomach acid or something like that. Like, but I've just I don't know if it's the change of the climate or something because it's drier.
Maybe,
here.
or are you eating different? Maybe, or I see that soda you're drinking. That's not going to help.
That is not soda, sir.
Oh, it's not. What is that?
That's just black water and black coffee.
Oh, okay.
No sugar, nothing.
My bad. All right, good man. Man,
I was being wow.
All right, good man.
Attacked.
I'm proud of you. All right.
Thanks to Jay Waller. Shout out to Waller.
There you go.
No, I'm because that is like the thing I've been focusing on the last kind of like 2 years. I would say year and a half now is just I was pretty broken up. Shout out to O'Neill and stuff, but like O'Neill originally helped me out like to like get started because like I was like hurting all over. I couldn't really move, and now I can move. And then I started working out with like my coach, my new coach Andrew, out there in Powerhouse Gym. Yeah. And we're getting great results. I lost like 20 pounds. And
Good
stuff.
for you.
Yeah, I lost like 20 pounds. Yeah. But I still feel like what's going down now is now I need to get my diet in check now because it was the point. What was happening to me at this point was like I couldn't even really work out.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, I can move, nothing really hurts at all. So I'm like, dude, I'm lifting heavy weights again. I'm happy.
Yeah, good.
But it's trying to get the diet in check.
Yeah, man, it's so important. You know, my buddy Gio, Gio, who hosts Fitness Junkies.
Yes.
You know, he's been telling me, I've known this guy 30-something years. He's been telling me for so many years, it's not what you do in the gym, it's the 23 hours you're out of the gym. And he's told me this for so many years. And, you know, I get it, and I heard him say it. But until you really get the diet right and then you see the results, you realize it's all diet, man. You've heard people say abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym, and it's so true.
Yeah.
Like I have abs the first time in my life. It's ridiculous, you know. And the first 2 weeks sucked. Can't lie. On keto, you know, keto is 70% fat, 25% protein, 5% carbs. So you can't go.
You still get 5% carbs?
Yeah. I'm like 50 grams, under 50 grams
Got
of
it.
carbs. I might cheat a little now. I hope Gary Brecka never hears this. You'll probably clip it up and tag him now. But I might cheat a little bit now if I'm watching a UFC fight at home and I have some guys over or whatever. Get a pizza, but I'll have 2 slices. I won't eat half a fucking pizza like I used to.
Do you not drink alcohol at all?
I never drank.
Oh,
So that part's easy for me. I never really drank. I have plenty of vices, Miguel. I didn't need to add drinking to
Degenerate gambler?
Yeah.
Welcome to crypto, sir.
Yeah. There you go, right? Yeah.